Hi, recently the Pope had a big prayer, and St. Peter's Square, wherever he was praying, oh, you see that crowd almost like a country, maybe like capital, maybe 1 million people. I don't know, 2 million, how many million? And it's looking more and more like this Pope is going to be able to accomplish it, like he's going to just become the emperor of the world. No, again, he doesn't have experience in this thing. He just come from little Argentina over there, and gone to the Vatican and coming up with some political correctness and so on. And every way in the news, he got his people all around, and they're putting him up and trying to create a crescendo. Gone to Brazil, and it's like this big crowd. But I put it to the Pope and to anybody who want to listen that that crowd that was out there praying for peace in Croatia, I mean in Yugoslavia, in the Ukraine, in the Crimea, peace in the Ukraine, in the Ukraine and Crimea. And I have a sneaky suspicion that a lot of this stuff that happened in the world, these problems, I think he knows about it. And I don't want to say he has a hand in it, but I mean, if it go down like that, he can benefit because if the Europe economy collapse and others that in the part of the little part over there collapse, then the whole world will collapse, and then you got these boys in the media and everywhere going saying maybe we should get Papa Pope. This reminds me of Satan. When Satan was in heaven, he developed this hatred and this envy and animosity towards Christ. I was told by somebody who I consider a prophetess and who has given me some understandings beyond the scripture that helped me to understand the scripture better and so on. She says that he was going around to the other planets and to the other angels and playing a game like this. You know what them other angels are saying? They're saying that I should be above Christ because Christ is so laid back and I have all this glory and I have this good voice and I make some good anthems in heaven here, and I should be next to God and so on. And the angels them saying, okay. And he keep up that thing, and you know what? And them other angels over there saying this. And this time nobody is saying that. It's just his evil heart he's just projecting on the people, on these other angels, until a third of, well, it was more than a third, because he was cast out of heaven several times and then he went back crying and begging and change and whatever. God saw that he can change, but God has to do, he has to go along with the flow, because the other worlds were looking on to see how he's going to relate to Satan, because his accusations were serious. God is unjust, he's this and that and so on. And finally, he was able to persuade a third of the angels, and they have been thrown out. And man was created to grow up and replace them. And what happened is that he decided to work hard at Eve, get her separated from her husband, and went to her with that thing that she can understand, and she responded, and then she tied up her husband, and the whole sin and the plan was scuttled. But God went and created a new world, and he has already had Satan and his people replaced. So the Pope friend's gonna come saying yeah, the Pope is a good man, let him run the world, But I want to put it to you that even the crowd in Brazil, and even this crowd that you had out there praying about Ukraine or whatever, if you only tell them, brethren, I know you love me, and you love me as Papa, El Papa, and the Pope, and I'm the head of this church, and I know you're having a great experience, and you love me, love me, love me. You know what I want to do? I want you to vote for me to become president. You see how many of the world, you see how many people start walking away. It's just the people who might benefit directly or who you're looking for some kind of kickback, and they say, yeah, we with that. Because folks don't expect him to move like that. People expect them that he's telling them about God and he's leading them to God. But they don't know that he really wants to be the president of the world. And so as he continues to engorge himself with these flattering sort of entourage and spectators and so on, he's telling himself, man, I'm so popular, you better don't come out and talk about you want to run the world, because I'm telling you, I'm going to laugh at him real big times. I'm going to tell you how he's going to get through. When the whole world becomes evil, and God has said that all those who are evil remain evil, and those all are righteous remain righteous. When probation has been closed, I believe that's how I've seen it. When probation is closed, then all these folks that kind of lost are going to be looking for some pious pronouncements and a pontification and some pleasing platitudes, and so they're gonna say yeah we gonna follow you with that. But right now, when probation ain't closed, and a lot of people out here who might be innocently following along and don't know that he has this ulterior motive, he wants to run the world, and as soon as he comes with that, you see people in the West bolt. So I have a sneaky suspicion that there have to be another pope. As a matter of fact, I think that this guy gonna run out his goodwill because he wants to come out and say, yeah, I want to run the world. Because talking the other day about church unity, and somebody said he made a threat, but I don't know what the threat is. Because he can't threaten nobody. I mean, God and Jesus gonna protect his people. So I might get killed and a couple others, but it don't be no wholesale killing like them Huguenots in France, or on how to stop the Reformation in 30 years or whatever, 20 to 30 years. And it's gonna be like that this time around. So I think that people get tired of him, and he ain't really making no serious, real moves because all this pleasing platitude and all this political correctness going on with, oh, gays should be good and pray for them and what, all this kind of games, and people saying, yeah. Folks get tired of that after a while because he really, with the charisma and all that coming through and his friends in all kind of high posts and position and media and all that, he expecting that some way, somehow, it's going to be, let this man be king of the world, emperor. Yeah, and as I said, a whole bunch of people just walk away because they weren't going there. When you accept somebody in a role and you don't see beyond that, and they want to come and tell you something else, then there's be a problem. You have to really start now. After you declare your new intention, I want to be emperor of the world, I want to bring back Rome, then there's gonna be a falling away, and then you have to start whipping up a new set of followers because the majority of folks aren't seeing you like that. I recall down here this lady used to sell fruit, cup of fruit $5. You can get it down the road for $3 and whatever. But we like her, we buy it from her. And then somebody is selling fish and chicken or whatever. She's trying that, and I can't see her as doing that. I told her, say no. She said, don't buy this thing. I said, I always think of you of selling fruit. When I need fruit, I come by you. But this rice and chicken and stuff, it ain't settling yet. I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? A couple times I bought her stuff, but you saw when you're changing. You're married to this woman, or you're married to this man, and say, lady, look, I don't like you no more. I like my friend of this boy down there. I want to marry to this guy. He can break her heart because she can't really seem like that. She know him as this man that had some fun, to have some kids over there and all that. And then suddenly saying he want to make kids for some man, or he want to live with some man. You know what I mean? So she's gonna say, I don't know how to. I mean, you could even still come by and everything else because she's seen him as this great husband she had, and wonderful times they went to walking on the beach and holding hands and candlelight dinner and all that stuff, bringing her flowers and all that. Now he wants somebody to bring him flowers. Is that she gonna say, I can't handle this, man. You got to go somewhere else and try that. Some of you who don't know him maybe just see him for this first time as saying he's gay and he wants flowers and all that. Then he's gonna build up a new entourage. But them old folks that know him, they're gonna say, we understand. But when they're dreaming of him as this big he-man climbing the hills and got them girls kind of at the edge of the seat and wanted to go to them and so on. But you're looking to trap them boys and all that. That's a new game. I know how to go down. But so yeah, I'm saying so when this Pope is with all these big show and so on, all this big crowd and all that, and he's saying, look at this photo moment, see how people are popular, look all these people love me or whatever. Tell them that you want to be the emperor of Rome, and you're gonna see what happen. A lot of them will just run away and so on. Yeah.